Hello student, myself Professor Rushali Tapde from the ICEEM Engineering College from CSE department. I hope you all are fine and healthy. In this semester, I will be teaching you Object Oriented Software Modeling and Design subject, that is a OOSMD. Here I am just giving you a short description about this subject. We have to know what are the prerequisites for this subject, what are the objective of this subject, what is the examination scheme of this subject, and then we discuss about the syllabus of this subject. Now, what are the prerequisites for this subject? For learning this subject, we have a prior knowledge of software engineering. That is, students should know all the concept regarding the software engineering. You already learned this subject in your third year. What is the software engineering? What is the different phases of the software engineering? What are the design, how to analyze, how to design the concept. You already know what is the UML diagrams, how to draw that diagrams. All this knowledge should be required for learning this subject. Next, students should have idea of software development life cycle. Already you have learned this software development life cycle, that is a SDLC, in the subject software engineering in third year. So you know all the phases of the SDLC, and we require all these phases for learning the OSMD, because we have to gather information, that is how to analyze the customer requirements, then how to model that requirements, and then how to build up our project with the help of this diagram. So we need this SDLC life cycle for our learning the OASMD subject. The next, students should have the knowledge of object oriented concept. You already learned this subject, that is a object oriented subject using C++ in the second year. So you have to know all the concept of the object oriented subject, because while drawing the different diagram like a class diagram, you have to know all the concept like a reusability, what is the inheritance. So you have the prior knowledge of this concept also, and these are the basic requirement for learning the object oriented software modeling and design subject. Now, what is the objectives of this subject? First objective of this subject is design a software project using object oriented modeling. That means while developing any project, the first thing we have to do is that we have to model that requirements of our customer with the help of different diagrams. So we are developing the project by using the object oriented modeling. Then next is design a software project using design patterns. In this subject, in the section B, we are learning different design patterns which will help you to develop your software project. Then next is design an object oriented software. After learning all these concepts and these design patterns, different diagrams, different modeling diagram, you are able to then develop the object oriented software. Now, what is the examination scheme for this subject? For this subject, you have a 100 marks theory paper, out of which 20 marks is for your class state and 80 marks for the university paper. You don't have any practical examination for the OSMD. Now, we discuss about the syllabus. In this subject, you know that there are the two sections, section A and section B. Each section consists of the 3 chapters. So in the section A, you have 3 chapters which have a weightage of 40 marks. In the section B, again you have 3 chapters whose total weightage is 40 marks. So in section A, we have a first chapter, that is a introduction part. In that introduction, we have to know what is object oriented modeling design. Then we know what are the different techniques for object oriented modeling design, what are the different diagrams for object oriented modeling designs. Then what is the UML, what are the multiple views of software architecture, what is the complexity of software, why this complexity is occurred while developing any software, what is the algorithmic and object oriented decomposition. Then software architecture and design, their methods, their notations, which notations are used for designing the software. Then evaluation of the object oriented analysis and design method. All these concepts we will be learned under this first chapter, that is the introduction. Then in the second unit, that is the UML modeling, in this unit we will learn about the use case diagram, that is a functional modeling. Use case diagram is basically used for requirement gathering from the user. What are the requirements of the user, and then we transfer these requirements with the help of use case diagram into the graphical form. So in the second chapter we are learning the UML modeling, that is what is a UML, what are the requirements are, how the requirements of customers is gathered, how they are converted into the graphical notations. All these things are learned in the second unit. Then the third unit is the behavioral modeling. In the behavioral modeling, again we are learning about the different types of diagram, that is a sequence diagram, then there is a communication diagram, state machine diagram. After this diagram, how the communication is takes place between the two users, we are showing that with the help of graphical notation. Then the activity diagram, that is the whole activity of our project is represented with the help of this activity diagram. This is all about in the first section. Then in the section B, there are the design patterns, and we are learning the different design patterns in the section B. The fourth unit is a user interface design, that is how to design the different requirements of our users, what are the rules for developing in that design, what are the task analysis and modeling. All these things are learned under the user interface design. Next is that introduction to design patterns. Here in the fifth unit, actual what is the design patterns we will be learn. Then what are the different types of design pattern, what is the catalog of design pattern, how to organize this catalog, then what are the different creational design patterns. All these things will be learned under the unit 5. And then in the next unit, that is in the unit 6, we have to learn the design patterns, that is a structural and behavioral design patterns. The different structural patterns such as the adapter, bridge, composite, all these design patterns will be learned under the unit 6 under the structural design pattern. And then we will learn about what are the different behavioral patterns like a chain of responsibility, command, iterator. All these design patterns will be learned under the 6th unit. This is all about your syllabus of the subject object oriented software modeling and design. Thank you. Stay healthy, stay home.